What is going on, guys? This is me, Chimpanzee45, here today with the next episode of my Nottingham Forest career mode. And in today's episode, we have Leicester City at home, then we're away to Bristol City, and then in the final episode, we are at home to Millwall. So you can see there that we are sitting right up close to the top of the league, and Henry Lansbury wants to start. He doesn't want to be on the bench, and so in this first game against Leicester, we give him his wish, and he starts, as does Robson Kanu, Wickham and Sharp as our strike partnership. And Robson Kanu had a brilliant first 10 minutes. What about that for a pass? Absolutely puts it on a plate for Connor Wickham, who finished with ease, and we take the lead after only 9 minutes. And so looking to hold on to that lead, maybe at a second, but that plan is completely screwed over when David Nugent scores only 2 minutes later, and what a disappointment that was. But nevertheless, we push forward, and on the 17-minute mark, Lansbury with a shot which maybe he should have taken forward a bit more, but Connor Wickham blazes over the bar, and we were all over them in this first sort of 20 minutes. They had that chance which they scored, but you can see there Billy Sharp hit the post. Nonetheless, David Nugent was a constant threat, and that's a fabulous tackle from Collins. So that's the end of the first half, and it finished 1-1, which was disappointing because I think we definitely had the lion's share of possession. But this is what we are all about, a fabulous counter-attacking move which culminates in Elliot Bennett putting a brilliant ball across, and he just, well, Billy Sharp just had to nod it in from the edge of the 6-yard box, and that gives us the lead. And you'll notice there's a bit of a theme here, and yeah, they equalise, unfortunately, with Nott'm. I'm not quite sure on the pronunciation, but it was a brilliant goal, and we keep pushing forward looking for a third. Lansbury's header is saved, but the follow-up isn't. An open goal, and he scores to give us a 3-2 lead. And if you're a wise man, then you should know what's going to happen next. Surprise, surprise, only 2-3 minutes later, David Nugent again scoring. And then their next attack, and that's a terrible tackle. They get a penalty. Daniel Ayala, unlike him, but it was just a late tackle, and yeah, and it was a bad tackle. I can't complain at all. And David Nugent scores straight down the middle, and I changed my mind right at the last minute to send the keeper into the top corner, and I was just going to stick to my guns, but I was made to regress it. I can't talk. And we do have chances in the last 15 minutes, and that's a bit of a freak one from Kasper Schmeichel. I was really hoping that actually it was going to carry all the way in, but it didn't. And we were knocking on the door. Matt Derbyshire hits the post with effectively his first chance, but we do lose 4-3. A thrilling game, but a really disappointing result for us. And you can see there that Dexter Blackstock wants a chance to prove his worth, and so I decided to give him that chance. I also start with Matt Derbyshire up front, and Sterling and Coppinger in the midfield on the respective flanks, right and left. So it's quite a changed team, but then again, Bristol City are 20th in the league, so I was hoping that we might have the firepower to be able to beat them, and that plan is, well, considerably weakened after 21 minutes when John Stead scores for Bristol City. A really disappointing goal, that one, but nevertheless, we were hoping to maybe try and get an equaliser, but that plan was also screwed up when Skoos scores after 41 minutes, and we go into the break 2-0 down. And if I'm honest, guys, this was an abysmal performance. We were absolutely terrible. The one highlight probably was Gillett there hitting the post. That was a great effort, and we actually had a couple of chances after that, but they were much better than us. We were absolutely terrible. Creative very little. You can see here Guardiola, that's probably about as good as it got, apart from Gillett's effort that hit the post. Really, really disappointing. And here again, Guardiola is in, shot saved, and that kind of summed it up, to be honest. That was on 90 minutes. Gillett hit completely missed an open goal, and it was a terrible performance, a terrible defeat. But we move on to the next game, home to Millwall. You can see there, drastic change. Is pretty much our first 11. Against Bristol, it was kind of a second choice 11, and that's probably why we lost. But straight away, you can see we're creating chances, and Cox has a couple of chances. He starts this time round, and he was pretty good, if I'm honest. Him and Wickham are a nice partnership. I decided to drop Billy Sharp because I wasn't too sure about his contribution, and I just wanted to give Simon Cox a chance, really. So despite all our chances, they have a couple as well, and you can see here that header and that header as well. Well, I don't know whether that was a header or a bit of misjudgment from Darlin, who's been pretty quiet. But Connor Wickham there has an effort, and he's an enigma. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad, but when he's good, he's brilliant. But nonetheless, we take the lead after 39 minutes, and Halford, our right back, scores, and that I really didn't expect. So we go into the break with that lead intact at 1-0, and that was really good to have. And then again, it's all about the defenders in this game, because Collins scores, and that was really nice on 50 minutes to give us a bit of a cushion. But Millwall come on the attack and they have a really good chance, but what about that for a save from Darlin? Really important for us to hold on to that lead. Again, they have a header that doesn't score, but we're pushing on into the latter stages of the game now, and Henry Lansbury, decent shot, good save. Then we have Bennett, who plays it across, and second time of asking, Henry Lansbury tucks it away, and that was 87 minutes and 3-0 at that stage. It's game, set and match. But just to add on insult to injury, bring on Sterling, and Connor Wickham has a good shot that's saved. And now Sterling is involved again and again and again. He was really involved when he came on, and he got his goal, completely deserved it as well. And he's happy, we're happy, and rather unsurprisingly, we win by 4-0, and that was a great result for us. Really pleased. In the next episode, we have Watford away, Palace at home, and Blackburn away. We are 5th at the end of this episode. Blackburn are 4th, Palace are 10th, and Watford are 12th. So it's going to be some tough games in the next episode. But for the goal of this episode, it has to be Billy Sharp against Leicester in what was a pretty poor episode, to be honest, with regards to results. This is by far the standout goal because it starts from the edge of our box. Daniel Ayala with a nice chipped pass to Lewis McGugan, who was quite quiet but played pretty well when he was involved, and he plays it out wide to Elliot Bennett, who puts a brilliant cross, and Billy Sharp, it's on a plate for him, and he just nods it in, and despite the fact that they got back into it, that was a really good goal for us. So follow me on Twitter at Arsenal409, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be back tomorrow with the first episode of my F1 2012 Co-op Championship. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm Chimpaz at that 45. Goodbye.